Hello everybody, happy Tuesday, December 15th. Welcome to Virtual Club Live. So excited that you are here with us today. I'm Josh Peterson and we're broadcasting live once again from the Boys and Girls Clubs of Benton and Franklin Counties Music and Arts Center in downtown Kennewick. Kind of a chilly day. Hope you're doing well, hope your family's safe and that you're bundled up in the warm household or the building that you're in, the club you're in. We're just excited that you are here with us today. We've got a great show coming up today on Virtual Club Live. We have got an amazing winter art project for you. It's cold outside, that's okay. Amy here is going to show you how to make a winter Cardinal, a great educational video that goes over drawing, blend and balance, and so much more. Plus, hope you're hungry for a yummy holiday treat. Jessie is going to show us how to make peppermint pretzels. Woo! These guys are delicious. Plus, we've got an update on this week's Virtual Club Challenge. Remember, this is the paint drip ornament. Jessie's showing you how it's done. We've got a lot of great submissions that we're going to go over. Plus, we've got a new ornament creation video for you, how to make a quilted ornament, a super fun and creative project that you can do at home as we get ready for the holidays. Hope you're ready for that. But first, we want to give a big shout out to some of our staff members from the Kennewick Club that got to hang out in downtown Kennewick over the weekend as part of a Christmas holiday event happening in the downtown area. Yes, these are all staff members. We've got Snoopy as a staff member, Charlie Brown, and the Grinch. Any guesses as to who these guys are? We're going to unmask them in a moment here. Snoopy, it just looks a little sad in this picture, but that's okay. All right, let's take a look at who these people are. Let's reveal it. Walter is Snoopy. Foss is Charlie Brown, and you see that beautiful man back there as the Grinch? Well, that's John Kimsey. We love you guys. Thanks for doing all your amazing work and community support throughout the downtown Kennewick community and all the work that you do throughout the city of Kennewick. Absolutely amazing. All right, well, we're going to stay in the holiday spirit and we're going to get ready to announce the winners of this week's Virtual Club Challenge. We're talking about the paint drip ornaments. Let's take a look at the video itself. This is the example that Jessie made where you're able to get that clear ornament, drip some paint inside, come up with a design that's unique to you. We loved seeing all the amazing submissions from everybody. Let's take a look at some of those right now. Love the creativity and the colorful designs here. Hey, that's Jessie making their own. I love VC. Is that Virtual Club? Love it. Yeah, Jessie actually had everybody at the main branch do this project, and we loved seeing everybody's submission and everybody working really hard to create these amazing, creative, and colorful ornaments. So a big shout out to everybody who participated in the Paint Drip Ornament Weekly Challenge, and we got a special announcement for our winner this week. Check this out, people. We are saying a big congratulations to all y'all at the main branch, all the kids that participated in this, that made your own ornament. You are all this week's Virtual Club Challenge winner. So the prize was a $25 gift card to Country Mercantile. The Virtual Club team is going to go to Country Mercantile and we're going to buy some yummy treats and we're going to deliver them to you at the main branch very soon. So a big shout out to all of you. Thank you so much for participating. For everybody who participated, this was a really fun project. Love seeing everybody's creativity. All right, well, right now we are going to keep the winter and holiday art projects going with an amazing winter cardinal art project from Amy. This is going over some oil pastels, some drawing skills, and so much more. Check this project out.
Hello, this is Amy here, and today we're going to enjoy drawing together a fun winter cardinal. So we want to consider where we're going to place our cardinal on the paper. We don't usually want to stick them right smack in the middle of the paper. We kind of want them off to the side just a little bit. And then we'll add some more branches in the upper corner, and it kind of makes it a nice diagonal flow across your paper. There's different ways you can arrange a drawing. but you kind of want to do it so there's like a balance, so it's not all of your items are on one side of the paper, but that you have a nice balance across your paper. So I'm going to go ahead and draw with my pencil, and then we'll add the details with a Sharpie. So I'm going to start by just making an oval. His body is, on my picture, is kind of an oval shape. So I'm just going to start with the oval there on the side of my. You don't want to make them too small. If you make them so tiny, then he won't show up that well on your paper. But you make them too big, he'll take up all your paper. So, and then so we've got that oval for his body, almost like an egg shape. And then we're going to do 2 lines here for each side of his head there. And then we're going to make a triangle shape for his feathers on the back of his head, just like that. And that's going to be his face. We're going to simplify it a little bit just to make it a little easy for you. We're not going to get a lot of detail. If you're more advanced in art, you can add a lot more detail if you'd like, but we're going to keep it pretty simple for today. Okay, and then his tail is kind of a long stretched out rectangle. So we're going to go ahead and just make that long stretched out rectangle, and then I'm just going to create a line down the center for like representing feathers on there. So now that we have that, and we're going to create a wing. So it's like a curved line on his back there. Curved line and a curved line on top, almost creating an eye shape. So then we have some little legs. So we're going to make a line coming out at an angle from the oval, just straight down. One next to that, parallel. Like we're going to make him sitting on a branch. So those are his 2 little legs coming out. And then we're going to make 2 curved lines that are one curved line and then a curved line under that for his little claw there. And do that again and one more time. And then he has a 4th one that will go behind, but we won't see that because we're going to put a branch there. So we're going to do another claw over here. Looks like little bananas almost. Okay, so then we have his beak will be right here on his head. He's got kind of a short triangle for his beak. And he's got like a black mask on his face. So we're just going to create this curved line to represent that mask. And then we're going to make his eye right there, the top of that mask. All right. So then we're going to create the branch that he's sitting on. And I'm going to make it going off the paper and add an angle just because I think that looks cool. And then I'm going to make it more narrow on the top side so the branch is getting more narrow and then wider at the bottom. And you can always create 2 other little lines coming up this way to create a fork in the branch there. Now with this picture, we have right now, see what I'm talking about composition, we have our picture on only like 1 or 2/3 of the paper here. See, we still have this 2/3 that has nothing over here. And so it makes it feel like the paper is leaning this way. So we want to draw some branches over here, and then it'll make it feel like the papers in the picture is balanced back out. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just, I'm going to make a different type of branch too, just to make it a little more interesting to look at. So I'm just going to come down here, 2 parallel lines kind of close together, the end and a point, and then some loose curvy lines, slightly curved lines. And this kind of will represent a fir tree branch. There. And see, look at now how nicely that looks. You have your cardinal on a branch, and then this branch, it makes that paper go from feeling heavy this way. It balances it out, and now you have a nice balanced picture. Now with this one, I'm not going to add a lot of background because I'm going to color it all in. If you want to add a little bit of background, you could do that. But my focus for this picture, I wanted to focus on the cardinal. So when you want something to be the focus of your picture, you don't want to add a lot of things in the background. So what you're going to do is after you're done drawing, you're going to go ahead and you're going to trace. And this is where you can kind of round things out and make it all flow together. There, and then what you're going to do is you're going to go through and erase all your pencil lines. Here. So now the coloring part. As again I said before, I'm using oil pastels, and I'm going to start with my Cardinal, and I'm going to start with my basic red color. So I'm going to color him all red. Please use short strokes close together. You want to fill in and press down a little bit with oil pastels because you want a nice heavy coloring. And if you notice, I'm not getting a lot of white paper showing through. So to blend oil pastels, what I'm going to do is I'm taking a little bit lighter color than red. This is actually an orange red, and I'm going to color over all that red that I just colored using the same short strokes close together. And what happens when you color one oil pastel on top of another, they kind of blend together, and it helps cover up any white space and just looks like a nice smooth surface there. And I usually always color a lighter color on top of a darker color. I recommend shaking your paper, not rubbing it, because then you'll spread the oil pastel everywhere. All right, and then he has a little black mask. Now his eye, I'm going to do a little brown eye because I don't want it to be black too. And then I'm just going to go around it with black there. We want it to show up a little bit. And then we have the beak and legs, which are more kind of a yellow. So I'm going to use kind of an orangish yellow to do that legs. And then I'm going to go over it a little bit with a little bit of brown too. So I'm going to go ahead and just color that in brown. You just want to be careful not to rest your hand on what you've already colored. So that's why I use my fingers just to hold my paper down rather than resting my hand on the... And also a good trick is to turn your paper around when you need to reach the other side instead of laying your hand on your paper. And that way you'll avoid smearing your oil pastels all over too. So let me color. See, instead of stretching, I'm going to just turn that around and color that in. So what I'm going to do with this is add some green in there. I'm just making green lines representing the little needles on the fir tree. And we're going to go over that again because when we do our background, we'll have to touch that up. So now for the background, I'm just going to use 3 different shades of blue. A light blue, a medium blue, and a dark blue. And it's representing kind of a winter sky. So I'm going to start with my lightest blue kind of at the bottom of my paper, which is closest to my horizon. And don't worry about a straight line even across, because the sky isn't perfectly straight, the clouds and the colors. So now I'm going to take my second blue and I'm going to just color above that. Now here's where I said we're going to redo our tree. I'm going to color over the green so I can fill in that background, and I will redo the leaves again. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit of the dark blue now. Dark blue, purplish blue, kind of looks like purple. All right, so now that we got our 3 colors down, we're gonna blend them together. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take white to go over my light blue. Oops, gotta make sure they're clean first. Make sure your oil pastel is clean by wiping it on a paper towel or wiping it with your clean fingers. There we go. There. And so you can see how it's blending in. All right, so then for your next color, that medium blue, you're going to take your light blue that you used on the bottom and you're going to color over that medium blue. So I used white on the lightest blue, and then I'm going to use my light blue on my medium blue here. It's okay if you go into the next color a little bit. That is fine. I'm going to go over that green and then clean off my oil pastel. All right, so then with the darkest blue, I'm going to use my medium blue over that purple color. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and redo my green a little bit here. I might add a little bit of black in there, just a little bit. That kind of creates what looks like little shadows in your needles and just makes it look more real. Okay, and then I'm going to do just the bottom of my branch lightly with black, just to give it a little bit of that shadow there. All right, and then for my branch down here, I'm going to do just some black lines in there, just to make it look more like a tree and kind of that shadow underneath. So I'm going to do a little thicker underneath the branch where the light is not hitting the branch, and then just some lines on the top part of the branch. And that just makes it look a little more real. So I'm going to shake this out. All right, and one last step that you can do if you want to smooth your oil pastels even more, especially for the background, is to take a paper towel and just rub over. And that can give your picture the finishing touches. You just need to get a clean part of your paper towel frequently, because it will get filled with oil pastel. And then when you finish, you'll have a beautiful bright red cardinal. And there you have it. You have a beautiful cardinal picture. Have fun drawing your cardinals and coloring them in, and send us a picture of what you create. We'd love to see your artwork. Have a great day. Thank you for joining me.
All right, Amy, thanks very much for that amazing and super detailed art project. Super appreciate all the artistic techniques that you went over in that video. Thank you so much. The Winter Cardinal Project. This drawing project is this week's new virtual club weekly challenge. We want to see you create your own winter cardinal, draw it and use the oil pastels to complete your artistic masterpiece, and send a picture of it when you're done to virtual@greatclubs.org. The submission deadline is Monday, December 21st at 11:59 p.m. and then we're going to announce the winner next Tuesday, December 22nd on our live show right here at 4 p.m. So get those submissions sent in. The winner of this week's new Virtual Club Challenge is going to get a $25 gift card to Beaver Bark Gift and Garden Center over in Richland. We appreciate them and all of their amazing support. If you want to get an advantage in this week's Virtual Club Challenge. We got a great opportunity for you to do so. This Thursday, Amy is going to be doing this project live. You can sign up for this drawing class where we're going to make this pastel cardinal. It's happening Thursday, December 17th. We got 2 sessions, one at 4 and one at 6 p.m. You can register at tricitiesmac.org or email us virtual@greatclubs.org, and we'll send you the Zoom login information for this great class, and then you can send in a picture when you're done to be entered to win that amazing gift card. All right, well, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, hope you've got your holiday appetites ready to go. Jesse is going to show us how to make peppermint pretzels. Whew, they look delicious. We'll be right back.
The future is uncertain for millions of young Americans facing a competitive job market. Additionally, businesses are reimagining how they work and serve their customers. How can young people prepare to meet the workforce challenges of tomorrow? They need safe spaces and positive mentorship today. That's where Boys and Girls Clubs of America come in, to level the playing field and help our youth stay on the right path in the midst of change. Mentors and activities help develop essential skills like communication, creativity, and critical thinking. Club experiences spark interest in careers related to STEM, business, the arts, and more. Together with our partners, clubs empower teens to explore volunteerism, extracurriculars, and certifications in their communities. They can even access financial literacy programs, internships, and local jobs. Boys and Girls Clubs of America is developing today's youth into tomorrow's leaders, innovators, and problem solvers, ready to not only meet challenges, but exceed all expectations. Learn more about our workforce readiness programs at bgca.org/workforce.
All right, welcome back. It's time now for one of my favorite weekly segments, Clubs Across the Country, where we take a look at some amazing things that are happening at different Boys and Girls Clubs across these United States. Our first trip is over in Wisconsin, where we go to the Boys and Girls Club of the Tri-County area. They were able to work together, the staff members there, to adopt families and give out presents to all those families. They helped serve more than 200 kids for the holiday season. Absolutely amazing. Let's head over now to Indiana, to the Tipton Boys and Girls Club. Check this out. What are we looking at here? This is actually their take on a less messy way to make gingerbread houses using rolls of toilet paper and some cardstock paper that they were able to find at the store. So if you're looking for a creative way to make a gingerbread house without the mess, this is a great option for you. And let's head to Washington State, to the Boys and Girls Clubs of Southwest Washington, featuring, who's that guy? Little elf on the shelf there? So check this out. This guy has been causing all sorts of problems at the club over there. They decorated a Christmas tree, looks so beautiful, but the elf on the shelf, he got the toilet paper out and he, you know, I guess it looks kind of pretty there if you're into that kind of decoration. So, hey, a big shout out to everybody over at the Boys and Girls Clubs of Southwest Washington and all the fun that they have over there. And locally here, close to home, we're having a lot of holiday fun as well. We want to check in with the kids over at the Club Discovery Preschool. Oh, there he is again. This guy's wearing a mask though. That elf on the shelf, oh my goodness. We love seeing all the holiday sweaters, the bows on this one. Super cute. All the great decorations. We love seeing pictures of our Club Discovery kiddos, especially as they're getting ready for the holiday season. I love the tie, dude. Super awesome. So we appreciate the club sending us those pictures as well. All right, well, we're gonna keep the holiday spirit going with a delicious holiday treat from Jesse, peppermint pretzels. Super delicious. Check it out.
Hi everybody, I'm Jessie and I'm so glad you guys can join me today. I hope you're all having a great December, and I am so excited to share with you one of my favorite treats that we make as a family at home for any of our big family functions. Today I want to show you guys how to make melted Hershey pretzels. So first thing we need to do is we need to open up our pretzels and put, I would say, about 10 to 20 pretzels on our cookie sheets. Okay, once you have your pretzels on your sheet, go ahead and take your Hershey Kisses. You're gonna wanna unwrap them and put them in the center. You can use whatever kind of Hershey Kisses that are your favorite. I prefer the peppermint ones because they remind me of candy canes. Once you have all your Hershey Kisses in place, you're gonna wanna put this in the oven at 200 degrees for between 5 to 6 minutes. You're gonna wanna watch it. As soon as all the Hershey Kisses are melted and slightly shiny on top is when you're gonna pull it out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our M&Ms and we're just gonna plop them right in the middle of our melted chocolate. Once you have all your M&Ms in place, you're gonna wanna let these cool for about 15 minutes until that chocolate is nice and hard and won't burn your mouth when you go to eat them. I hope you guys really enjoyed this project. I love making these. There are a ton of different varieties that you can make using all different flavors of Hershey Kisses and M&Ms. So I can't wait to see what you guys create. So post a picture online on our website or join us on Facebook. And until next time, guys, have a happy holiday and see you again. Bye.
All right, Jesse, thanks for that amazing and yummy snack. So here's a little behind the scenes look at what happened during this project. So we had a little problem with some of our cameras when we were shooting this video. So Jesse had to make 2 batches of the peppermint pretzels and gave them all to the virtual club crew, and they're all gone. We ate them all. Absolutely delicious. Hope you enjoy this and make it at home. Very, very yummy holiday snack. All right, well, coming up right after the break, we've got another great holiday project for you, how to make a quilted ornament. Really, really creative and detailed project. We'll be right back.
Today's world is really driven by technology. You see it everywhere. Without having the knowledge to use it, you are really missing out on a lot of opportunities.
The best thing about technology is creating exposure for young people to understand what's possible in both their world and in education. That's the great thing about my future.
All right, welcome back. Hey, we've got a great announcement that we want to share from our friends over at Panda Express. Check this out. This actually just happened today. Panda Express and the Panda Cares Foundation, they dropped off several hundred books to Boys and Girls Clubs right here in our community today. They gave 250 books to our club libraries, plus 150 more books for our members to take home and enjoy. Absolutely appreciate Panda Express and the Panda Cares program that helps promote literacy across our community. Really appreciate them. All right, we got 2 amazing events that are happening across our organization that we want to share with you, happening on Thursday over at the main branch. You excited? You excited like this guy? Santa's Food Box Giveaway. It's Santa, people. Join Santa and the main branch staff for their December drive-through food box distribution event happening in 2 days on the 17th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. You can check that out at the main branch over in Pasco. And then next Tuesday, you can head over to the Kennewick Boys and Girls Club. That's December 22nd from 5 to 7:30. They're doing a drive-through Christmas light scene. Staff there are going to give out hot cocoa, and candy canes are going to be served as well. 910 West 7th Place is at the new Boys and Girls Club in Kennewick. So 2 great events to help support our amazing community and just get involved with everything that's going on. Really looking forward to these 2 events. All right, well, now it's time for another Jessie video. She's been all over the place this show, but we love Jessie's projects. This one is a really detail-oriented project that's a lot of fun, sure to bring some joy to your family this season and brighten up your Christmas tree. We're talking about making a quilted ornament. Check it out.
Hi everybody, I'm Jessie and I'm so excited to share with you guys one of my favorite family traditions, and that's making Christmas ornaments for our tree. For today's ornament, I want to show you how to make this really fun quilted ornament. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is gather up your fabric and figure out which one you want to have in the center of your ornament. I'm going to go ahead and pick this fun little fabric right here. And I'm just going to find the center of my ball, and then using the pins, I'm going to pin down every single corner, and you're going to want to push those pins in nice and tight. All right, don't worry if you have a little bit of a bubble, because what'll happen is as we layer, those bubbles will flatten out. So next step is we need to take a look at our material and figure out which one is going to be our next layer. I'm going to go ahead and choose this one, and we need to find the center of our material. And so I'm just going to take it, fold it into a triangle, push down just like that, open it back up. See how you have this crease? So we're going to turn it 90 degrees, refold into a triangle, and press. That'll create an X. And in the center of that X is going to be the center of your material. Take a pin, find that center, and push it down. Now you want to make sure that you're pushing the pin through the bad side of the material, because we want the good side to show up on top. All right, we're just going to come in, and right about there, we're going to go ahead and press just like that, okay? So next, you're going to take your square and you're going to fold it into a rectangle. So pull down just like that. If it's a little off center, that is fine. You need to add pins in the bottom corners right down here, one on each corner. And then taking these flappy corners here, fold, pin, fold nice and tight so it looks like a triangle, and pin again. All right, so I'm gonna do the next one. Okay, for this one, I'm gonna go opposite of my first one, roughly about the same distance, push it in, and do the steps again. We're gonna make it into a rectangle. Okay, and then folding those flaps into a triangle. All right, we've got 2 done. Now we're going to do the next 2. All right, now I'm going to start my second round, and so I'm going to pick my next material. And each row you use about 4 pieces. So you can go ahead and find the center of your next 4. All right, for your next row, you're going to want to place it in between these 2. Okay, and so I'm just going to come up about that far and go ahead and that is where my point is going to be for this next row. And so same steps as before, your rectangle to triangle. All right, we've got our first 2 rows done, now on to our third. So same thing. This time when you go to do it, we're just gonna do some overlapping. So go ahead and get your next 4 squares prepped. All right, so I'm just gonna come in and I'm gonna go about halfway down into this triangle here, press, and then repeat our process. All right, last row for this side of our ball. So I'm just gonna come back in with my first row material. All right, once the first half of your ball is done, you're gonna do the exact same process on the opposite side. Once you get to this part where you're starting to meet up in the center, go ahead and use some of your fabric to kind of close in those gaps before we start on our last step. All right, once you have all the big gaps covered up, we're gonna take some ribbon and we're gonna add it on for our last piece. Now this is gonna go through the center of our ball where the two parts meet. And you can add 1 strip of ribbon, you can add 2 strips, totally up to you. But just go ahead and find a good spot, pin your end in, just like so. And then as you wrap it around, just keep adding a couple pins in here and there. All right, last but not least, take a little bit of your ribbon, create a loop just like that. Put a couple pins in. And there you go, it's all ready for the Christmas tree. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did making this project, and I can't wait to see what you guys do. So make sure to follow us on our website and Facebook and everything, and I can't wait to see some pictures I hope you guys share with me. All right, guys, have a happy holiday. Until next time, bye.
All right, Jesse, thanks so much for that amazing project. And all of them have been inspiring for the holiday season. So a great opportunity for you at home to unlock your creativity this season, to create some amazing artistic creations and other pieces like that. So thank you so much. If you want to follow along to see more behind the scenes action, more videos and other things like that, connect with us on our social media pages. We're on YouTube, Pinterest, Facebook, and Instagram. Just search Virtual BGC BFC. That's Virtual Boys and Girls Clubs of Benton and Franklin counties. You can also find all of our videos online on our website. Just go to greatclubs.org/virtualclub. We have almost 150 videos up there now. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for joining us today for Virtual Club Live. We're going to be back next Tuesday with a special surprise guest. So we'll see you then. Have a great day.